Hey, what's going on, Guardians? My name is the Black Link, and with today's reset, we got the return of the infamous Destiny 2 winter event, The Dawning. That's right, Ava Levante has returned to the tower with a winter flare. And for the most part, The Dawning 2021 is largely unchanged from its 2020 variant. You'll still be hunting down ingredients to bake up tasty treats to deliver all across the solar system. And so, because the event is largely the same as last year, I'm not going to waste your time explaining everything to do with this event. It's largely self-explanatory anyway. Instead, in this video, I'm going to be giving you some tips for how you can farm up basically everything tied to The Dawning 2020 really quickly. This guide is going to cover the best ways to gather ingredients, it's going to cover the best ways to build up Dawning cheer and essence of Dawning, so that you can get through the many milestones and triumphs tied to this event in as little time as possible. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive on into some of the specifics. As usual, you'll want to be grabbing as many bounties as you can from Ava Levante herself in the tower. Many of these bounties are going to be really helpful. In particular, the weekly bounties will grant you Essence of Dawning and Bright Dust, while daily bounties will reward you different ingredients. This time around, we've got two new recipes to cover tied to the baking oven. They are Stalwart Thins to be gifted to the Exo Stranger. The recipes for these call for Dark Frosting and Dark Ether Cane, and Ascendant Apple Tarts for Marasov. These require Taken Butter plus Sharp Flavor. As usual, once you've unlocked all of the recipes on the oven, you'll be able to masterwork it, dropping the total amount of Essence of Dawning you need to make each treat down to 10. So you should be getting that a lot faster this time around. Now, if you're somebody who played through The Dawning last year, make sure you equip the Starfarer 7M exotic ship that you earned during that event. If you completed last year's exotic quest, you could upgrade this ship and make it so that every time you get a drop of ingredients or whatnot, you'll also get a drop of Dawning cheer. It's going to make your Dawning cheer farm a lot faster. Alright, let's get into some of the really good stuff. How exactly are you going to be farming up a lot of these ingredients? Well, the first best answer I can give to you is to simply play the 6-man activity introduced a week ago, Dares of Eternity. In this game mode, you'll fight virtually every enemy type in the game, making it really easy to farm up a lot of the specific ingredients that you're going to need to make a lot of these recipes. Seriously, Dares of Eternity is already an activity you're going to be running multiple times a week to get all of the rewards tied to it. It also thankfully serves as a fantastic way to get most of the base ingredients for the game. If you want to get ingredients for specific enemy types, of course there are other high density activities where you can go to farm. If you're looking specifically for the Cabal, Battlegrounds is still a great place to go so you can farm specifically Cabal type enemies and gather up plenty of the mats tied to that enemy. While for Hive, it's kinda hard to argue with the Altars of Sorrow on the Moon being the absolute best place to go and farm Hive parts. The enemy density in this area is absolutely insane, and it'll be a great place for you to farm a lot of the weapon and element specific kills as well. Altars of Sorrow generally always has a few Guardians running it, so you hopefully won't be by yourself either. Either way, we've got so many activities that throw so many different types of enemies at you right now. Farming up a lot of the base ingredients you're going to need for recipes really isn't going to take you long at all. Again, you can just stay in Dares of Eternity and get most of that done. But the other limiting factor when it comes to the Dawning event is, of course, the Essence of Dawning. This is a form of currency that you'll earn by completing specific activities. That can be anything from Crucible games to a game of Gambit to even heroic public events, and they'll all give you a differing amount. But most of those activities take a little longer than I'm generally comfortable with, so I'm going to share you two fantastic farming methods that I put in a video last year for the Dawning event that are still relevant today. These two methods are by far the fastest way to accumulate Essence of Dawning, bar none. And many of you who've been farming event currencies will already know about both of these. First up, head over to Europa and start up the Corrupted Expunge mission for Tartarus. This mission takes 2 to 3 minutes to complete. It's really easy, you can skip through most of the mechanics and just get to the final boss, and upon its completion, you'll earn 16 Essence of Dawning for your efforts. This is a fantastic turnaround time. Again, this mission takes absolutely no time to complete, and you get a great amount of Essence of Dawning. You can farm it over and over and over again. It'll also grant you Parallax Trajectory if you want to use that for your Umbral Engrams. The Expunge Tartarus mission is just great all around. But if that particular farm isn't to your liking, may I reintroduce you to another classic cheese, Wrathborn Hunts. If you've got Wrathborn Hunts unlocked, those are going to serve as what generally may be the absolute best Essence of Dawning farm in the game. Here's how it works. If you've got Wrathborn hunts unlocked, go ahead and open up your quest menu and open up your Cryptolith lore. If you've got lures charged, you'll have a litany of bosses to choose from. Generally speaking, I like to stick with Jilox in the Dreaming City. I happen to think that might be the fastest one out there. It's just a bit of personal preference, but all of these are going to be really quick. You want to go ahead and slot the boss you want to fight in, and then you can just pick whatever you want or nothing at all for the additional lures. Once everything's set and the mission is set up, head over to the Dreaming City, follow the path that I'm taking here, and start that Wrathborn hunt. After you've defeated the ogre outside, it'll lead you on a short chase, which will have you start a mission. After you've started that mission, just head back into your Cryptolith lore and then reset it. This will give you your lure charge back, meaning you're not spending any currency to start this farm off. Then, just run through the mission as normal, get to Jilox at the end, take her down, and you will be rewarded with 10 Essence of Dawning. The mission itself is unbelievably quick. You basically just run through one room, kill a few ads, and then the boss spawns. It takes less than 2 minutes to get this done and get back to the start. Once you've taken down Jilox, just open back up your Cryptolith lore, reset it up the exact way you had it before, and then start the process all over again. You can farm this infinitely at no cost to yourself. Since you're resetting your lore every time you go into the mission, you're not actually using that lore charge and it's not costing you anything. And you're still getting 10 Essence of Dawning for what amounts to about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes of work. This particular farming method might not give you as much Essence of Dawning as a single completion of the Corrupted Expunged Tartarus mission, but you can complete it arguably even faster than that mission. And so it serves as a great way to farm up not only Essence of Dawning, but also Dawning Cheer and some of the ingredients that you'll be getting by farming out these Wrathborn hunts as well. Generally speaking, these are the two best ways to farm up these currencies in the game right now. And they haven't been nerfed for like 2 years when it comes to the Dawning, so get to it and start farming up that holiday cheer. But alright Guardians, there you go. That's it for some of the best methods you can use to farm up the ingredients tied to the Dawning 2021. Hopefully this helped you cut out some of the grind there. And if it serves as the gift that keeps on giving, well, feel free to drop a like, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest stuff we're putting out. There's a lot of rewards tied to the Dawning this time around. You can get previous Dawning weapons with random rolls and some really awesome combinations, so I hope everybody's going to take the time to actually play through this event. That's it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I am the Black Link. And now, maybe more than ever, you Guardians stay frosty.